them know I'm uncontrollable. Oh, really, when they roll with me, yeah. I gotta let them know I'm uncontrollable.
Hey guys, Harvey Paxton here, and welcome back to a brand new video from the best show on YouTube. Welcome to the Harvey Paxton Show. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're staying safe out there, because 2020 has been one hell of a year. And I'm just going to add fuel to that fire by reviewing this film for you today. It's called Cats. I know what you're all thinking, and truthfully I don't know why I watched it. I guess quarantine finally got to me and I decided to watch it for a bit of an ironic joke. But yeah, I'm here to give my review of it, and I'm sure we've all had our fun taking the mickey out of it when it first came out, like the trailers and stuff, because it looked horrendous, and we all knew it was going to be a shit show. And I'm here to explain my side of the coin. So I hope you're ready for this. Get your drinks, get your snacks, your popcorn, whatever you please, and buckle up, relax and enjoy this ride. Here's my review of Cats. Cats is a 2019 film directed by Tom Hooper, who's also known for Les Miserables. I hope I'm saying that right. It was directed by Tom Hooper and written, and it was adapted from the stage play of the same name, written by Andrew Lloyd Webber. And I'll start with my initial thoughts as I was watching it and how I feel overall. Going into this film, my expectations weren't high at all, and to be honest, I'd say it was about what I expected. It definitely wasn't good, I'll say that much. Far from good, and I'm going to give my reasons as to why I think this. Let's get the first thing out of the way. To me, how it felt watching this film. It felt like I was watching a kind of like a 2-hour music video montage type thing, because this film has some big actors in it, and I'll get into those a bit later on. But basically the lack of story and structure, I feel, really affected this film, because it felt like to me like one group of cats would come on screen, have a bit of a song and a dance, hey, and then they'd disappear off screen, and then you wouldn't see them again for the rest of the film, and then they'd just rinse and repeat that cycle. Cats would come on, have a song and dance, and then they'd disappear for the rest of the film. And there is a bit of story to this film, but honestly, there's not really much at all. It's not really that integral to the following of the film. All it is really is all of these cats, they live in an alleyway, and each year they all choose one to go up to heaven and be reincarnated. So that's basically all you need to know. And to be honest, I think the film suffered as a result, because it was really hard to get invested with a lack of story, and there was really a lack of character development between all of the cats, so you barely get to know them beyond singing and dancing. This film had a big budget, by the way, of nearly $100 million, and I honestly felt like it was wasted, because I feel like half of the budget was spent on CGI alone, because this film does not look good at all. It looks pretty terrible. I feel like they were going for they were trying to make them as close to a cat as possible, but also kind of look human in a way, and it just completely failed. And also there's some big actors in this film, such as Taylor Swift, Jason Derulo, who are both pop singers. Rebel Wilson's also in this film. Judi Dench, Ian McKellen, and I feel like half of the budget went to there as well. Why would you sign up to a film like this? I mean, it's an easy paycheck, so I can kind of see it on one level, but on another level, it feels like a waste of time, to be fair. If you see me looking over here, guys, I'm just referring to my notes as well. So I also feel like this needs to be mentioned, but like Hollywood needs to take notice. Not everything needs to be adapted into a film. It's perfectly fine to come up with original concepts instead of this age of sequels and remakes we seemingly live in now. And it's just a shame, you know. Not everything needs to be adapted into a film. And in Katz's case, I feel like they tried to like, because Katz is a stage play, I mentioned that in the beginning, and I can honestly see why it would work for a stage play with all the elaborate choreographed dancing and all the songs and stuff. So I can understand why it would work on stage, but at the same time, I don't think that translates well to a film because of the lack of character development, like I mentioned before, and you know, there was just very little script other than the songs. So I feel like it works for Cats because Cats as a stage play is more of a spectacle. You know what you're getting into. And I feel like with the film, they tried to make it as close to the stage play as they possibly could. But it just doesn't work because of the reasons I mentioned before. So I really think Hollywood could learn from this experience in that they don't need to adapt everything from a film. They don't need to adapt like source material all the time from something into like a film. And I think it like flopped. It flopped, this film. It had a budget of around $95 million and it came back with like 75 million at the box office. So it was close, but it still had a ways to go, if you get what I mean. Also, the big actors in this film aren't going to be remembered. Rebel Wilson isn't going to be remembered for being in Cats. Idris Elba is definitely not going to be remembered for being in Cats. I can understand why they got Taylor Swift and Jason Derulo involved because they're like pop singers, so they have experience with music. But again, they're not really going to be remembered for that either. There was this one first-time actor who turned out to be a ballet dancer called Francesca Hayward, who played the cat Victoria, and I honestly think she was the best thing about this film, to be completely honest, because of like her dancing and stuff, her ballet dancing experience, you can see that it translated well to the film. But yeah, everybody else isn't going to be remembered, and they just did it for like a quick paycheck. Also, as I was watching reviews of the film, I came across this video of this lady on YouTube. I can't remember her name, but she was like one of the Cats actors in the original stage play, and I feel like she gave a really good like perspective on like why the film didn't work in comparison to the stage play, and she also talked about what she had to go through being a part of the stage play. If I find the video, I'll link it down in the description below for you to check out. But yeah, the film just wasn't good overall, and I basically watched this so you don't have to. If you do watch it, definitely don't pay for it because it isn't worth the money. And after I finished watching the film, I felt like I couldn't process anything. So yeah, I don't usually condone piracy, but if you do pirate Cats, I definitely don't blame you because this film wasn't good at all. And the saddest part is, I guess I could kind of see underneath everything what the producers, directors were going for with this film, underneath everything, and it's just a shame that they didn't translate well to film, because they were trying to get it as close to the stage play as possible, and anyone can tell that. I also read that the director of this film, Tom Hooper, who I mentioned in the beginning, he was making changes to the film the night before it was set to premiere. So if he was doing a rush job on it, then there's no wonder why it didn't translate well with audiences. And hopefully this is a lesson to like Hollywood and bigger studios that not everything needs to be adapted into a film. And hopefully they'll take a bit more care with stuff. And hopefully one of these years we'll stop living in an age of sequels and remakes and come up with much more original concepts. That's all I've really got to say on the matter regarding Cats, and my final thoughts, it really wasn't good. It's not worth your time, like I say. I thought it'd be a laugh to watch in quarantine and everything, and it wasn't. I would rate Cats a 2 out of 10, and that's only because I'd give 1 point to Francesca Hayward, her experience as a ballet dancer, and you can tell that she was the best part about this film, as I said. And I'd give another point to, like, as much as I'd hate to admit it, some of the songs were catchy, like the Rum Tum Tugger song. Rum Tum Tugger is a curious cat. You see, I even remember it, that's how you know. I don't want to remember it, but yeah. I would like to thank you all very much for watching my review of Cats. Have you seen it? But let's be honest, you probably haven't. Have you seen it? If you have, be sure to tell me what you think about the film down below in the comments. Did you like it? Did you dislike it? Also, be sure to give this video a like if you enjoyed, or a dislike if you didn't enjoy, and please consider subscribing to my channel for more awesome content in the future. This is just the start, guys. I'm hoping to get more reviews out to you guys in the future of films that I've seen. I'm planning to do one on Joker, as well as a film called Fruitvale Station, as I feel like it's relevant to talk about with everything that's been going on in 2020. But yeah, there'll also be some older content being re-uploaded to my channel, so a nice mix of stuff for you guys. So be sure to stay tuned in the future. That's all from me. Also, don't forget to turn your notifications on so you'll be notified every time I upload. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much for watching. I appreciate all the support. It means the world to me. Take care, guys, and peace.
I'd rather smoke the good by myself, rather be by myself. I should go outside, I think that it might help. By myself, rather be by myself.